It's Monday Night Football between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We break down the game, give you our best bet, and it all starts right now. Hey guys, it's Matt from GrandstandBettors.com, and Week 13 of the NFL season will end with Monday Night Football between the Saints and the Bucs. We're going to get to our best bet in just a moment, but first, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our NFL predictions for the rest of the NFL season. And while you're at it, smash that like button if you're ready to start your week with some Monday Night Football. I know I am. So, without further ado, let's dive in to the matchup between the Saints and the Bucs. And the Bucs are favored by 3.5 points at the moment. The over-under set at 40.5. Saints, they're coming off a loss last week, a shutout actually to the 49ers, puts them at 4-8 on the year. They actually had several chances to put up points in that game, but there were two crucial fumbles by Alvin Kamara, which were both in the red zone. Now, their offense overall has really been their Achilles heel of this team so far on the season. Statistically, though, they are ranked 11th in passing yards per game and 23rd in rushing yards, which is not terrible. They are only putting up 20 points per game. They really struggle in the red zone, as we pointed out with the two fumbles last week. In their last 3 games, they're scoring 42% in the red zone, which is 26th in the NFL. They need to find a better way to get guys like Alvin Kamara and Chris Olave the ball, because even though they lead the team in rushing and receiving, they're severely underutilized in this offense. Having Andy Dalton at quarterback certainly does play a role in that, but we do think that Pete Carmichael needs to do a better job play calling for this team. Now, despite their offensive struggles, the point differential for this team is only 2.5 because of how well their defense is playing. They rank 12th overall. They have the 7th best secondary in the league, and they're only giving up 23.3 points per game. They held a 49ers offense that was very hot to only 13 points last week. They've only given up 30 points twice on the season. Now, hopefully, their offense turns a corner some because their defense can only keep them in games for so long. Now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have also fallen short this season. They're 5-6 on the year. They're coming off a bad overtime loss against the Cleveland Browns. Still, amazingly, they're in first place in the NFC South. What really hurt the Bucs last week was their offense. They had multiple chances putting that game away, but they just couldn't get it done. Hey, as a Browns fan, I don't care. It was a nice win for us. But still, Brady only threw for 229 yards, and the Bucs only rushed for 96 yards as a team against one of the worst rush defenses in the league. Compared to last season, the Bucs averaging almost 100 yards less per game as an offense. They've gone from the second highest scoring team in the league to the 6th worst in just a season. Just like the Saints, something needs to be fixed on this offense for this team because defensively, they're crushing it this season. The Bucs, 9th overall, have given up the 6th fewest points on the season, and they have 36 sacks on the season, which is ranked 3rd. And the Saints, they've given up 26 sacks, so the pressure this defensive line can get on Andy Dalton should be a huge factor in the outcome this week. So, speaking of outcomes, what is our best bet in this NFC South Monday Night Football showdown? Well, if you look at both of these teams' defensive stats side by side, their pass and run defense are only 10 yards apart, and they have been very good at keeping teams out of the end zone all season long. We don't see any of that changing in this one, so the difference for us in this matchup is really going to come down to which team can get their offense going. Now, Brady is a much better quarterback in this game, and no matter what he's looked like this season, he will always, on his worst day, be a better quarterback than Andy Dalton, and they have way more options, the Bucs do, than the Saints on offense at getting people the ball. In addition, all-time, Tom Brady, 50-14 the game following a loss, and he's 38-11 against the spread when it's less than 7 points. That loss last week gifted us a great line here. So with our best bet for Monday Night Football, we're going to take Tampa Bay Bucs over the New Orleans Saints by 3.5 points. Now, just a reminder, you can get all of our plays for the upcoming NFL Week 14 over at GrandstandBettors.com. The link is below in the description, and we look forward to you joining our family real soon. In the meantime, though, sit back, relax, enjoy some Monday Night Football between the Saints and the Bucs, and we'll see you live right here on YouTube for the game.